What's up, guys? Welcome back to another deck profile video. Today I'm bringing you guys my updated Red Dragon Archfiend deck profile video. This is going to be my final full updated list. Don't mind the camera shaking. I'm trying a new stand thing. As you can see my arms, I don't have to hold the phone anymore. I'm trying something different. My boy Dark Jester hooked me up with a stand for my actual phone so I can actually make somewhat easier deck profile videos. So we're going to hop straight into it. So first of all, we're playing 2 copies of Stone Sweeper, 2 copies of Soul, and 2 copies of Crimson Gaia for the consistency starters. And then for the extenders, we have 1 Flame Crime, 3 Bone Archfiend, and the 1 Foolish Burial. I don't think I have to go over any of the ratios, really. And other than Flame Crime, some people want to play 3 of this card, but I think 1 is all you really need. And then for the 4 bricks, you got 2 Vision, 1 Red Rain, and 1 Fiendish Golem. I guess this isn't a brick technically, but it can be. And then, of course, if you open Vision alongside the Centur-ion starters, it's decent because it gets you to full RDA starters. Moving on to the Centur-ion package, I'm playing 3 Ascator Dawnwalker. I'm back on this engine because I really do want to abuse the full power of it because it actually allows you to make some crazy end boards. 3 Emblem of Oath. And then, of course, the 4 copies of Stand-Up Centur-ion in the form of the 3 field spell and the 1 terraforming. And then you got the semi-bricks, you got the Primera and the Trudea, the 2 you don't really want to open. And then, of course, the 2 actual bricks of the engine, the Gargoyle and the Ant, for a total of 4 to 6 bricks. However, if you're not playing the Crimson Resonator stuff, which I'm not, like the other Resonators, it reduces the bricks in the deck because opening some of the bricks isn't that bad. Because, if you open Vision, you can discard it and it searches. If you open Red Rain, you can discard it and then you can reset it again. If you open Golem, it's a free interruption. The only main bricks of the deck are these 2, but opening Gargoyle sometimes in the combo doesn't hurt you that bad if you're going in the Ascator line. So, for non-engine, the 3 power spells, 1 Talents, 1 Cross-out, and 1 Called By. Every deck's playing these pretty much. For actual hand traps, run 3 copies of Fuelos, 3 copies of Droll, 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Imperm, and 2 copies of Nibiru. This is my hand trap lineup now. I think this is all mandatory. Imperm isn't as mandatory, but it's still good for floodgates that are monsters and things like that. Ash Blossom's only really there for Fuelos now. It's what a lot of people say when they do their deck profiles, but it is true. There's not much to really Ash that'll win you the game. Droll and Fuelos are the main floodgate hand traps, very important. And Nibiru, I cut it down to 2 because you don't want to open it that much unless, well, you don't want to see more than 1 because it is once per turn. Plus Cross-out. Extra deck hasn't really changed much apart from 2 cards, so we'll get on to it. So for the main RDA stuff, we're on, of course, Red Rising, Q-Belt, 1 Scarred, and 1 RDA. Abyss and Dispatter for our main RDA lineup. Of course, this never changes. 1 Primera Primus, 1 Oxala, 1 Legatia, and then to go alongside it, we of course have the Crimson Dragon. And for the targets, we're playing Cosmic Blazar, Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and Trishula. I'm not playing Supernova anymore because I don't really like the card much anymore. I never see myself making it. Sometimes, obviously, make Cosmic Blazar, and then I make myself a Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon to have the additional Omni Negate. It comes up a lot against so many matchups. You can cut this for the second Blazar if you really wanted to, since it's, for some reason, not once per turn. That's why you see some combos where you can make Blazar 2 to 3 different times, depending on the hand. It's actually insane. And then the last 2, Chaos Angel and SP, for the extra deck. Side deck, I'm on 2 copies of Thrust, and for the Thrust targets, there's 4 of them. The Feather Duster, Dimensional Barrier, Evenly Matched for going second, and Artifact Sanctum, along with 3 Artifact Lancia to go alongside it for Malice. Standard, honestly, I don't think it's going to change. The only thing that would change is maybe going up to 3 Thrust if you have it. I just got rid of my 3rd one, so I'm playing 2. I might end up going back up to 3 at some point, because I can see myself playing 3 instead of what I'm playing now. 3 Forbidden Droplet, because it's good to out some boards. 2 Ghost Ogre. And finally, the 3rd Nibiru, just as the 15th card. But that is it for my full RDA deck list. Not much has really changed, apart from the fact that I took out the Metaltronus package. Didn't really find myself using it much. And then, of course, I took out the some of the staples, like hand traps. I switched those around. And then I put back in the Ascator engine because it is actually pretty good if you can resolve it. But that is pretty much going to be it for this deck. If you guys enjoyed, let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do with this deck. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.